Hey yo, what up? It's your girl bewltchedfaun, coming in with episode 22 of Faun's Horror Corner, a series where I watch a random horror movie on Tubi and we talk about it. This week I watched Asylum from 1972. The description Tubi gave us was, a young psychiatrist applying for a job at an asylum is given an unusual test. Figure out which patient inside is the hospital's former head doctor. I'm not even sure I had an expectation for this movie. I'd never seen it before and I felt like it was either going to be really good or really bad with no in between, but let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. We begin with this slick-looking guy driving down a road and arriving at the asylum. The gate is opened and there's no turning back now. He's guided through the building to meet the doctor. Dr. Martin is greeted and we learn that Dr. Rutherford was handicapped by a patient. Martin is confused because he thought Dr. Starr was head of the building. Rutherford is his associate. Rutherford kind of roasts Martin's experience, insinuating there's a special breed of mental in this asylum, the incurably insane. He says that Starr is upstairs right now. With a patient? No, sir, he is a patient. He attacked Rutherford out of the blue a few days ago. That's why he's in the wheelchair right now. Apparently the doctor is rational now, but a new personality has formed, including a new name and everything. Martin is certain he can decipher which is Starr, so basically a bet is made. He tells Martin to go upstairs, chat with some of the patients, spot out Starr, and if he can do that, then the job is all his. Martin is very confident in his ability and is on his way. Reynolds gets informed of Martin's visit and is presumably told about the situation. We meet Reynolds, the orderly, and it's time to get the party started with the first patient, Bonnie, and she's just kinda singing to herself and not very chatty when they enter. Martin wants to talk though, and he'll listen, whether he believes her or not, and this is her story. She's chatting with Walter. They have a plan in line and will see each other soon. Walter pours himself some brandy and a door closes nearby. Ruth walks in and roasts him for drinking, and he gets her a drink too. Her father was a big man and Walter throws a burn right back at her. She's into some scary spiritual shit, I guess, and he ain't into it. She has a bracelet with charm that's supposed to protect her from evil, but come on, who's evil? Bonnie, apparently. Walter swears that that shit is done. She's not over it, and there won't be a divorce. And she roasts his ass some more, and basically says, if I can't have you, no one can. Walter has a present though, and it's in the basement. Ladies first. It's a big freezer. Thanks. A lovely surprise. But here's another one, an axe. Flash forward and he's doing some intense cleaning, and now someone's visiting and drops something off. He's looking at her dismembered and wrapped up head, as one does, and puts her in the freezer with the rest of her, dropping off that bracelet too. Rest in pieces. What a fucking savage. Bonnie gets a call. The deed is done. She'll be there within an hour, but they have to take Ruth with them and dispose of her on their way to the airport. He unlocks the kitchen door for Bonnie, but odd sounds are heard as he gets a drink. Ruth's head rolls into view, and that is actually so creepy. He throws the brandy at her, and she's gone.
And it's gone.
A door closes, so obviously he investigates, and that freezer is wide open. He gets choked by Ruth because she's freaky like that, and Bonnie has arrived. But where's Walter? The basement door opens, so she follows suit. In the basement now, and Walter is still nowhere. She goes to the freezer and takes a peek. We found Walter. She's shaking clearly. She gets to the stairs, but Ruth's head is waiting for her. I'd shit myself. Her other limbs are nearing as well. She is surrounded by parts of Ruth, and the basement door is locked up. Axe acquired now. A hand latches on and she's whacking that bitch. More limbs appear and she's trying to attack as they near. She backs up and Ruth's hand reaches down and grabs her face. She was found the next morning lying there. She was accused of strangling Walter, but Ruth was nowhere to be found. She shows us her face and clearly something happened, but what it was we'll never truly know. Martin says Bonnie is a case of paranoid psychosis. Now we meet Bruno, who's in his own little world, sewing his heart away as he's a tailor. And this is his story. Mr. Stebbins walks in and rent is due, but our eccentric man says, bro, you're always wearing the same damn suit. Kinda boring. How about a new suit for 1 month's rent? Stebbins isn't sold and Bruno doesn't have the money. He needs more time. Stebbins will come back on Saturday. And if he doesn't have it then, he's being kicked out. He tells Anna about the dire situation they're in. An ominous man walks in now. His name is Smith. He wants something made. A suit to be exact. He has his own material. He wants something very special. This will be for his son. But worry not, he's got the measurements and diagrams for what he wants. 200 pounds for this cool suit, and he can only work on it during the hours listed on the instructions, all of which are past midnight. This is because Smith is an astrology nerd. No mistakes can be made. He'll deliver the suit on Friday. Anna steps out and is updated, but it doesn't sit right with her at all. But he needs the money, so he begins working on it. He's already tried to work past the instructed time and he got blood on it. But it went away, so no worries. Flash forward and now the suit is done and it's delivery time. Bruno has arrived and Smith is excited to say the least, and we're invited inside and brought to the study. Smith is hype and Bruno asks where his son is, but Smith glazes over that. He's ready to see the suit, but the fee is a problem. Bruno needs the money now, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Smith is having money problems too, but this suit will fix everything. All of his money is gone because of this fancy book. All of this for his son. But Bruno isn't sold on this story. He opens a door nearby and there's a dead guy in a coffin. Bruno thinks Smith is a murderer, but I guess not. He's just holding on to his son way too hard after his passing. The book told him what needed to be done, why he needed the suit, and he's ready for it now. Bruno wants the money first, but Smith pulls out a gun as no one is going to stop him. Bruno yeets the suitcase at Smith and they're fighting now. Bruno gets the upper hand and shoots Smith, who is now dead as fuck. He returns home with the suit and no money. And Mr. Stubbins called while he was gone. Anna told him it was chill to come by because Bruno was getting money. He's not happy and tells Anna to burn the suit and forget about it all. With money in mind, he cracks open Smith's fancy book and we see that the suit was going to reanimate the son. Bruno notices no fire has been made and Anna is talking in another room. She put the suit on that freaky mannequin Otto, who she talks to when she's lonely. He tells her Smith is dead and that the suit needs to be burned along with the magic book. Anna wants to tell the police, much to Bruno's dismay. She goes for the phone and he follows to stop her. Otto comes to life and this is cursed as fuck. He comes to the rescue and chokes Bruno, who is still insistent that Otto is alive. And on to the next one. Now we meet Barbara, who's excited thinking that Martin was a lawyer, because what happened wasn't her fault. She has a medical history and insists nothing was her fault. It was Lucy. This is her story. Barbara and her brother are returning to their home. She's excited. It won't be like the last time. Someone peeps on the two. She thinks it was Lucy, but her brother says she's not supposed to say that name. Someone is inside, however, and it's Nurse Higgins. Barbara isn't happy about this, and Higgins wants her ass right in bed already. Her brother basically threatens to ship her back to the hospital if she doesn't comply. So it's bedtime for her. She's given a sedative and it's time to sleep. Nurse Higgins will be here 24/7 in the room next door. A call comes in for Higgins. Her mother's been in an accident and she must be going. Barb will be alright. She's knocked out. They'll run Higgins to the train station, but Barb is awake and watches them leave. She's hunting through the bathroom and finds her pills she's not supposed to take. Yummy yummy. Now she's being watched and we meet Lucy. She's been squatting in the garage and made the phony phone call for Higgins. Lucy is the gaslight queen. The house is hers. Her father left her everything, but if something happened to Barb, then it would all fall to her brother. Lucy has been cooking up a plan. They're going to escape together. They need to wait till it's dark so they can sneak away and take a car. Tonight, they make their escape. Lucy will handle everything. George returns home and checks on Barb, who is out cold. Nighttime approaches and he's got some tea. Higgins calls and tells George her mom is alright and she'll be back tonight. Meanwhile, Lucy slips something in his tea, which he takes a drink from. She wakes Barb up. It's time to go, bitch. No need to be quiet. She slipped him a sedative. And she scored his car keys. Lucy grabs a big pair of scissors. We gotta cut that phone cord so Higgins can't raise an alarm. Phone cord now cut. Barb is dressed and stressing. Time to pop some pills. Lucy catches her before popping more. She's not going to let her ruin herself. A real homie. She always chooses the pills over everyone else. And Lucy is offended. She's leaving and throws the pills at Barb, who's chasing after her now. She hears a car and runs outside, but Nurse Higgins is here and insists the car was just her, no one else. Which is cool because Lucy is just squatting somewhere again. The two enter the study to see George, who has been stabbed with those big scissors. But Nurse Higgins can't call anyone as Lucy cut the line. She goes upstairs after Barbara, but she gets stabbed as she's at the top. Now Barbara is free. Thanks, Lucy. She insists still that it wasn't her. It was Lucy. Ask her yourself. She's right here after all. Martin doubts that there even is a Dr. Star, but Reynolds says Rutherford plays no games. On to the last one. We meet Dr. Byron. He's a friendly guy. He's got some big brain degrees and he's got a new fixation. We see his massive, creepy Lego figures. All of these are former colleagues of his. These aren't just Legos though. The eyes see and they have brains capable of functioning. Being alive is the final step. His current project is the final one. It's himself. What's inside? Well, it's him, almost. Through concentration, he'll enter the little body and it'll be him. He's offended by Martin leaving already and says the truth will find him. It's time to meet back up with Rutherford. Reynolds says good luck and Martin is off. Martin is beefing. He thinks this place is beyond fucked up, and Rutherford stands by the fact that these people are incurable, especially roasting Byron, who's doing his own little thing with Mini Byron. Why does Mini Byron look like Trump? After many intense stares, Mini Byron is placed on the floor and gets waddling. The dumb waiter is open as Reynolds delivers food to Byron. Mini Byron escapes the room in this moment and enters the lift. Off he goes. Rutherford is ready for Martin's guess. A nurse enters with some tea now. Martin wants nothing. He's going back to London. Oh, and Mini Byron hitched a ride. Rutherford shits on Martin a bit while Mini Byron moves around. Rutherford shits on Byron more, saying he ought to destroy all the dolls. And Mini Byron has a fucking scalpel now. Waddles to Rutherford and stabs him. Yeah, he did. And he sees Mini Byron waddling away. away, picks him up, drops him, and fucking stomps his ass, thus affecting the real Byron. He's a real boy. Martin presses the emergency button and runs, but Reynolds found Byron first, whose body was crushed. Martin says that Byron was Dr. Starr, and it was obvious. And now he's going to call the police, and enters Reynolds' office. But that's a body, and he's been strangled. Reynolds says it was 2 days ago, and there's been no chance to dispose of it. His name was Max Reynolds. Martin was wrong. This is Dr. Starr. And now Martin is being strangled too, and Starr has won. It's a new day, and a car arrives. This guy steps out and walks up to the building. A star has come to greet. It appears that the cycle is repeating. And that's it. That's the movie. Let's get into my afterthoughts. This movie was a wild ride for sure. I wasn't sure at all what I was getting myself into when I watched this, but it was a bit of chaotic fun, and I enjoyed seeing everyone's stories. Let's get into the talking points. What did you think of the story? I thought it was fairly unique. I loved the premise and the mystery of figuring out which patient was Dr. Starr. Truthfully, my guess was on Rutherford. I didn't even suspect Reynolds at all. I thought that man was just a bystander, so it was nice to be surprised by the twist. I'd love to know what your guess was. What about the ending? What a fucking way to end it, honestly. I mean, it was kind of fun seeing mini Byron come to life and make the whole building go tits up. I would love to know how Starr is dealing with the lack of Rutherford. Like, is he just running the asylum now? Martin was pretty cool too, but I knew that man wasn't making it out alive the second that Starr was revealed. And the fact that the cycle is repeating with a new doctor showing up is very fun. I enjoyed it. Overall thoughts? This was a blast. I loved learning about the different patients and how different all their stories were. I think my personal favorite is a toss-up between Lucy and Barbara and Bonnie with the body parts. Those are the ones I had the most fun watching. All around, this was a pleasant surprise. I found myself invested in trying to figure out who Starr was as well. While my guess was incorrect, it was still a cool reveal. The sentient Lego was definitely a bit silly, but I don't mind silly, goofy shit. I don't think the movie took itself like that seriously anyway. Favorite kill? I think that has to go to Ruth. At the very beginning in Bonnie's story, that bitch got her revenge on Walter and got Bonnie locked up. And honestly, that shit with her head rolling around the first time with Walter was actually kind of creepy. I loved it. You go, girl. Best and worst character? Best was a toss-up. There's a good bit of characters I enjoyed. While the obvious choice would probably be Martin, I just can't get Lucy out of my head. Her actress really played her so well. I know this is a gray area considering she definitely probably isn't real and it's just a person in Barb's head, but I don't know. She was just fucking cool. Worst character was Rutherford. He was a real cunt. He really wasn't running that asylum well, and the fact that he was ready to lobotomize Byron and smash his life's work in front of him. I mean, like Martin said in the movie, that could cause some real damage and just make him worse. Suck a fat one, Rutherford. Let's talk about the soundtrack. I can't say I distinctly had a favorite. Like, nothing stuck out more than the other, but it was still a solid soundtrack and fit the movie perfectly. I fucked with it. As for the tier list, I think this is going into B tier. I had a lot of fun with it, but I don't think it was quite up to par with some of the higher up movies, so I think B works. And no one has made it onto the Character Hall of Fame, which is okay. There's such a vast cast of characters that it was hard for specific people to really stick out. But Lucy is an honorable mention for sure. Well, that's all I got. Thank you for watching. If you're still here, I upload these every Saturday around 12 p.m. Eastern, as long as life doesn't get in the way. So if you enjoy, then feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. Do what you want. I can't tell you what to do. My socials are down below, as well as the link to the movie so you can watch it yourself and form your own thoughts and opinions. Let me know what you think if you decide to watch it. Next week, we will cover a new random horror movie and see where that takes us. Thank you one more time for watching. Stay safe and spooky, y'all.